In the beginning of the film, we see frightened Dale, whose father was drug addict and used to torture his wife after getting drunk. This was still going on in his house. That's why he was very scared. He could hear his mom screaming. When he opened the door and tried to help his mom, he saw his mom soaked in blood, who was asking Dale to call for help. Dale also calls the police. And as the police arrive, Dale's dad is killed in the encounter when he tries to escape. That is, he was killed by a police gun firing. Now when the police officer came to the room to rescue Dale's mom, police started vomiting, witnessing the more horrific corpse covered in blood. According to the police, there was no hope of life in this corpse. She was dead. But when Dale went into the room, his body came to life. It was shocking. It was a miracle that someone survived in such a bad condition. Anyway, many years are passed in the story, and we see a girl named Sarah going with her husband to the neighbors. Her neighbor was no one but Dale, who now lived alone in his house. He looks at Sarah with strange eyes and says, "I think we've met somewhere." But Sarah didn't remember anything like that. However, we are told that about 3 months ago, Sarah had a very bad accident, in which she was about to die, but she miraculously survived. This accident had changed her. She had started to value life. Now she wanted to live her life. She wanted children too. But her husband thought it was not the right time. Anyway, Sarah goes shopping, and sees that Dale also works there. Seeing her, he leaves all his work and comes to help her. He even loads the luggage in his car. And he comes to Sarah's house again at night, returning those plates in which Sarah had brought cookies to his house. After giving this, Dale left. Sarah also records something and then goes to sleep. Now everything was normal. But it was the strange morning. She suddenly woke up from a nightmare and noticed that her clothes had changed. Sarah's husband, Josh, also did not come home at night. Sarah would ask him what happened at night. She started to think that her mental state is deteriorating. That's why she goes to a doctor. The doctor relaxed her and told her that you may not be able to recover from the accident. The doctor tells that I used to experience the same. I used to lose sleep. I used to get strange thoughts. I could not remember what happened at night. Sometimes it felt like someone was trying to kill me. All these thoughts come due to mental illness. And Sarah was also going through a similar stage. The doctor says about the changing of her dress that people often walk in their sleep or do activities. Sarah must also have changed her clothes in her sleep and she must not have remembered. The doctor gives her medicine and Sarah comes home. Now she was looking very relaxed. But when she saw her yesterday's clothes in the laundry, she was shocked, because that dress was blood-stained. And after that night, this happened to her almost exactly. When she woke up in the morning, her clothes were changed. And she used to smell detergents as if she had cleaned all night. During this time, her husband Josh was also not at home. She was also not able to discuss all this with him. Just as Sarah was facing the problems, Josh was going through the same. He had some tests done. Test results were unfavorable, so he got upset. These tests will be revealed later in the story. Anyway, today Josh was at home. Sarah was feeling very relaxed with him. She spent a lot of time with Josh. And after that she started her assignments. Here, with some study-related recordings, she heard her own screaming and the voice of a man. Hearing this, she was very scared and immediately went to Josh to make him hear. But she saw that Josh was dead on the table. Someone had tied a polythene sheet on his face and killed him while strangling. To save Josh, she was about to open the polythene sheet. Someone pulled him from behind and Sarah's eyes suddenly opened. This was also her nightmare. And even at this time, she was lying next to Josh. And Josh and Sarah were absolutely fine at this time. When Sarah woke up in the morning, she was very worried. How could a dream be so realistic? In the night dream, when that man was pulling her and taking her, her phone fell from Sarah's hand. And now her phone was also broken. 2 weeks pass by. And in these 2 weeks, there was no day when Sarah did not feel that someone was attacking her. Someone is trying to kill her. She now goes to her doctor and discusses all these things. Her mobile phone is also broken. And at the same time, she also shows a scar on her head that had disappeared. And she had a very deep wound just 3 months ago. Now the two doctors were also surprised to hear all this. Now Josh had found out something about Sarah's mental condition. He feels that Sarah is very stressed, so he takes her on vacation. They stay in a hotel. Josh spends 7 days with her. And in these 7 days, Sarah does not have any such problem. And she feels very relaxed. After coming back from vacation, she told the doctor that maybe she was fine. I was very stressed. After going on vacation, everything became normal. Anyway, Sarah comes home now. And after coming home, she felt that she was not feeling well these days. She used to feel weakness for no reason. She used to feel dizzy and vomit. Today when she went out of the house to shop, Dale came in front of her. And in a strange way, he started asking, "Where were you 7 days?" He was asking as if Dale was not Josh but his husband. Sarah did not answer him. But Sarah felt something wrong. So as soon as Dale left, she entered Dale's house from the back door. The house was very bad. Everything was scattered in the kitchen. And in the kitchen shelves, there were only the same brand of cookies and popcorns that Sarah liked. There were some photos on the table, which were of Dale's mom. These photos were not normal. It seemed as if someone was dead. And there was something strange written behind every photo. Near this table, Sarah finds a box. When she opened it, she saw that there were a lot of keys in it. Then Sarah remembered that Dale had taken the keys from her hand while leaving the mall. It is possible that at the same time, she made a duplicate of the keys to Sarah's house. In this box, Sarah finds a lot of pictures of all the dead women. And there was a photo of Sarah in them, in which it was clearly visible that Sarah is dead. And seeing this, Sarah is completely shocked. In a state of shock, she did not even remember that she had to leave Dale's house. In all this, Dale came back home. And he saw Sarah in his own house. He went crazy with anger. He picked up a hammer and attacked Sarah. And then suddenly Sarah woke up. And he felt that all this was just a scary dream. He called the doctor at home. The doctor also felt that Sarah had hallucinations. But Sarah remembered very well that she was out of the house. Then how did she come inside the house? And how were the bloodstains on her hand? In distress, Sarah goes out of the house. So Dale is outside. And this time Dale was ignoring her. Sarah went close to him to talk to him. Sarah asked him, "Did you see me? I came out of the house. Am I unconscious?" So Dale said, "I was here all the time. And you did not leave the house." Meanwhile, the doctor also comes out from behind and comes to Sarah. And she recognizes Dale. Dale used to deliver groceries to her house. But since the dog has come to her house, Dale has stopped coming to her. Because Dale hates dogs. Anyway, confused Sarah comes to her house with the doctor. And as soon as she comes home, she becomes unconscious. After the doctor's checkup, in such a tense environment, she got a good news. Sarah was pregnant. And this is what she always wanted. She was very happy. Tonight she plans a surprise for Josh. And gives her this good news. But after hearing this news, Josh's expression got bad. He was very sad. And he felt that Sarah was cheating on him. Because he knew that he could never be a father. This is the reason that whenever Sarah used to talk to him about family planning, he did not come home for many days. And at the start of the movie, the test that Josh had done, that was also of his infertility. Sarah tries to make him understand that she never cheated on him. But Josh does not listen to her. And leaves the house in anger. And here Sarah gets very sad. After today, Sarah was very scared. Because she started thinking that all the thoughts that come to her, they are not her thoughts or dreams. And someone abuses her. That's why she installs a CCTV camera in her room at night. Also, today she stopped her doctor, who had now become her friend, at her house with her dog. Despite all these arrangements, strange things happened to them at home. Someone had entered their house. They both did not notice, but the dog saw. The dog started barking at her and went down with her. Hearing the dog's voice, the doctor also woke up. When she went down to make the dog quiet, she saw that someone had stabbed her dog. Seeing this, the doctor screams. So Sarah also goes behind her. She went down and saw that someone had stabbed the doctor. And after that, someone attacks Sarah like this. And the next moment, she wakes up. All this was her dream. But the most shocking thing, the dream she had seen. The same dream the doctor had seen today. And the doctor's dog ran away from home. The doctor was very stressed, because of which she started getting pain. Sarah takes her to the hospital. A baby boy is born to her. But the strange thing was that her face was not looking like the doctor's fiancé. These people start thinking, whose child is this? In all this tension, the doctor calls Sarah and tells her, there is something wrong in your house. Maybe there are some paranormal activities in your house. You do one thing. Shift to my house immediately. But Sarah refuses, because she wanted to know what was happening in her house. It is night, and Sarah goes to sleep again. This time she had already switched on the camera. And the next morning, she again woke up from a very scary dream. But this time she was without clothes. She immediately went and checked the camera footage. She was shocked and worried. Her doubt was not just a doubt. It was reality. Someone tied her hands and feet, abused her, and then he cut her neck and killed her. It was not Koyo. It was Dale. But despite all this, how was Sarah alive? After killing Sarah, Dale cleaned the house. He made her lie on the bed. He treated her wounds. And then he gave her CPR. And then he left. And suddenly Sarah woke up. Everything that had happened was very wrong. But the question was, how was Sarah alive? They searched on the internet about Dale. And they found the incident 12 years ago, when the police saw the body of Dale's mother in the room. They had declared her dead. But as soon as she went to Dale's room, she was alive. Sarah decides to go to the mental asylum to meet Dale. Sarah went there. But Alan did not hide anything. He told everything about Dale to Sarah. He says that when I died that night, Dale spat in my mouth, and I was alive again. He brought me back to life. He had the superpower that he could bring anyone back to life. And he found out this for the first time when he brought me back to life. After that, he started taking advantage of his superpower. He used to rape a girl every night. He used to torture her. And before dawn, he used to bring her back to life. Dale's mother couldn't tolerate all this. She was fed up with her son's behavior. She couldn't stop her son. But she tried to kill herself many times. But Dale brought her back to life every time. The pictures that we saw in Dale's room, that was also of Dale's mother's death. And behind every photo, there was an incident written. Dale tried to kill herself by cutting her wrist once. Dale used to take pictures of her to memorize everything. She wanted to get rid of Dale. So one day she made a plan and came out of the house. and tried to burn herself. After that, the police came and saved her. And left her in a mental asylum. She says, "I am relaxed. I am happy. Please kill Dale. And end this game." Sarah came home. She knew that Dale will come home at night. So she picked up a gun. As soon as the door opened, she pointed the gun at the door. As soon as the old man came in, he shot 3 bullets. But it was not anyone else. It was Josh, who came to pick up Sarah. But Dale tied his hands and legs and brought him inside. Sarah was very sad. But she had an idea. To revive her husband Josh, she went near Dale and kissed him. She took his breath and blew it into Josh's mouth. And Josh came back to life. Dale was very angry because Sarah was very cunning. To avenge her, she attacked Sarah. And Sarah shot her. Because Sarah didn't want Orwell in this world. She had saved her husband. Because of Sarah's bullet, Dale died. And as soon as Dale died, all those people started dying. Who were revived by Dale. Suddenly, people started screaming. Those girls were dying. Who were revived by Josh. And there were more than 100 of them. Sarah, Josh, and Dale's mom. And that doctor also died. Which means Sarah abused that doctor and killed him once. But her son didn't die. And now we know that he is Dale's son. And this movie ends here by showing this kid